Welcome to Seeing Dead People, the mystery storytelling podcast with a clairvoyant twist. We end every episode with Darcy answering a question from a listener about her psychic process. And before I let you go, lastly, I got to ask you my listener's question. It's from a gal named Pam, who's really curious about your psychic reading method, and of course so am I, and I'm sure many are. She had a simple question, Darcy, but it might expand a bit. What is the most common question people ask you during one of your psychic readings?
Am I going to find true love?
Oh, really?
Really?
Even, like, is this for men and women? Or just women?
Yep, for both.
From both. And all ages?
All ages.
That's the first thing. Isn't that interesting? Well, I guess, I shouldn't say that's surprising at all. I mean, we all want to feel we could find love, I guess. We all want to feel we have someone for us out there.
Well, I think we all do want that, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's astounding. Well, when you're talking to people and they ask you that question, when you know it's a positive thing, that must be easier to answer. When you know it's a negative answer, that must be difficult. How do you handle those two extremes?
Tell the truth both times. I'm not always popular.
No, I mean, how do you tell someone they're not going to find someone who's going to be with them or find love?
That love shows up in many different ways.
And that's how you frame it?
Yep.
Do you ever get a sense of the person themselves that they're, I don't know, such a jerk or so insensitive or so arrogant or whatever, thing one can name them, that they wouldn't be someone, attractive to others?
Oh, no. Everyone has a mate somewhere.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
So you can tell them that even though you think they may not, find that mate?
Yep. But then I always tell people you got free will. Just because I don't think it's going to happen doesn't mean you can't change it.
Ah. But you're saying everybody has someone for them out there.
Yes.
But you're telling this person, for whatever reason, you ain't going to find it.
Well, I don't say it like that. You aren't going to find it. I say you have to be open to possibilities that what you're looking for isn't quite what you had hoped it to be.
Oh, that's a good comment. That's a good approach too. We often are thinking one thing and missing out on what's right beside us.
Yes.
So do people, for the most part, do they accept that?
Yeah, and if they don't, they change it.
Do you tell them specifically, are there areas that you know that they could change? Would you know that?
No, I leave that up to them.
Oh, okay.
That's up to them.
And what about people who you think will, more easily, I guess, find true love? What do you say to them?
Be careful of what you wish for. Sometimes it's really hard to get rid of.
Careful what you wish for. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
So you're actually got a spin happening here. The people who are more easily finding true love, you're giving them a little bit of a warning. The people who are having more of a challenge finding true love, you're giving them a little bit of a boost.
Yes.
Why do you think some people, the ones who are more easily going to find true love, that it might be a bit of a warning?
Because it's fun to do.
Oh. And what's their reaction?
They laugh at me.
In a good way?
Yep.
Oh, so they're in on the joke.
Yes.
Good. And have you had anybody who's actually got their true love, and so they know they're in their true love, they're in their perfect situation, they're trying to fool you?
Absolutely.
Oh, and how do you come across on that?
Well, I tell them that they either ditch their husband or they stick with them, or wife.
So you already know that they have found somebody, and you tell them you've got to get rid of that person then first.
Yeah, if you want someone else, then you've got to make changes.
Okay. And what if somebody doesn't want to make changes? They just want to fool you.
That's up to them. It comes back to bite them eventually.
Okay. Well, there we go. We got love advice from Darcy. Thank you.
Don't know if that's really good love advice. I've been single for 35 years.
Well, careful what you wish for. If you were wishing for love, maybe you're better off the way you are. You just never know, I guess.
Oh, I'm perfectly happy the way I am.
But are you open to it, Darcy?
No.
Sometimes no, sometimes yes?
No.
Always no?
Always no. I like being single.
Okay, good. I think that's nothing wrong with that. I think I like the fact that you're confident there.
Yeah, about things I can do in life without having to worry about someone telling me no.
Exactly. Yep. There's a lot of compromises. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, I've kept you for a long time. Thank you so much for talking to me, especially from a distance on the phone today.
Have a good night.
I hope you enjoyed the show. I found it really interesting. I tried to, as always, tried to fool you in a different manner because I was trying to think how to approach this. And the idea of saying, okay, you've got to name these 3 guys, I thought would be a challenge for you, but you jumped that hurdle with ease.
Oh, glad to know I did.
Okay, thanks very much. Take care of yourself. We'll talk soon.
Okay, have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of Radio Sydney.